Hello everybody and welcome to another Journal with Me video. In today's video I am going to be working in my personal journal. This is a journal that I write down a little more in detail of what the family and us as a whole, as a unit, we do, things that I want to remember with a little more detail, and I want to make that particular journal pretty. So I've only got a few more pages left in this journal, and I've got about 2.5, almost 3 weeks of journaling that I have to fit into that, which normally would be fine. And I think I probably could have made it fit without having to add this tip-in in. But I did decide in the end to take this really beautiful, lovely piece of onion skin paper and use some Tim Holtz tape with a wood grain pattern and just sort of tape it in so that if I needed it, I could have a little bit of extra room for writing space. Because like I said, I only really have 3 pages or 3 layouts to fit in like 3 weeks of journaling, which like I said, normally would be fine. But I'm making an effort to write something every single day, whereas before, when I wasn't really worried about writing every little single thing in, I could skip like 3 or 4 days and be totally fine if we just didn't do anything worth noting down. But for this season, I am attempting to write something every single day. We'll see how it goes because I haven't even finished it yet. The month is going to be over next week, but I am severely behind. I think I'm still like on the 4th or 5th of June, so it's really bad. I do keep track of all the things that we do, like in my dirty planner, which if you've been following me for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you are new here, hello, welcome. I am a redundant memory keeper. So basically I have a dirty planner or a planner that I do not care about. It just handles all my words that I use throughout the week to just write simple things down that I really want to remember. And then I come in and write in more detail in this particular journal. And it's a system that I have been using for the past 6 years or 7. And it's always worked for me. It's, like I said, it is kind of redundant because I write some things like 2 or 3 times, but that's fine. It works for me. I like it. I have a really, really terrible memory. If you are new here, the whole point of me doing this is because I have an awful memory, like the worst, not normal. And I have 4 children, which is probably why I have a terrible memory, because there's just not a whole lot of space in my brain for anything else to flow through in. But as a result of my terrible memory, I write everything down. And so that's basically what this whole purpose is. So I also got this really lovely new wax seal from my Etsy shop. If you're interested, the link is always in the description bar down below. But I ordered a professional wax seal. So my husband made one for me a couple months ago, and it's very small and it's very delicate and it's beautiful. But I actually did order one from a company called Back to Zero. I think they're over in Hong Kong, but they're super professional. It did take forever to get to me, especially now because of the shipping delays, but I slowed it down so you could see the lovely logo there. I had one of my friends, Andy, make my logo, and I just wanted another wax seal that was just a little bit bigger so that I could use it for all of my Etsy packages. So that's that whole thing. So let's get back to decorating this paper. So for the month of June, I have challenged myself to use all of my Tim Holtz ephemera that I have found. I swear I'm like a squirrel or a chipmunk. I put things away and like store them and then completely forget where they even are until like I'm cleaning or looking for something and I find it like years later. And that is the case with this Tim Holtz stuff. I have a bunch of new stuff, which you can probably tell that a lot of it is new, but I did find some older stuff that it's so oversaturated that Tim Holtz stuff it's everywhere. It's in all the stores now, and it just becomes something that you get sick of looking at. And so I told myself that I would allow myself to buy his newest stuff because it had a very florally, like vintage floral and fauna theme, because that's what I did for Clara's birthday party, and that's how I justified buying it. But there were also there was like a ticket book and some like a tag pack that made it look like old tags, and the only way I could justify purchasing it is if I challenged myself to use it right away, and so that's what I've done in June. Completely redundant again. I will stop speaking and move on. But yeah, I am in the process of putting together my 10,000 subscriber giveaway. I haven't figured out exactly what I want to do, but I think what I'm gonna do is a fun, like, custom paper pack. I'm gonna go through all of my supplies and create a monster vintage paper pack. It will probably be close to the value of like $75 or more. I'm talking like a monster paper pack. So my biggest paper pack in my Etsy shop sells for $30. It's the biggest, most expensive one I've ever done. And I probably still lose money out on that one, but this one is going to be massive. I'm going to pull stuff out from the archives, and I'm really going to make it great. So just stay tuned for that. And then also I'm going to do another giveaway over on Instagram, maybe not quite as big, but this same idea. I'm going to put together a special paper pack for Instagram because I did reach a milestone over there. I got to 4,000 subscribers, which felt like it took forever. I don't care about followers. I care about you, but like I don't aim to get a high following just because I feel like the more followers you have, the less touchable you are. I don't know, that sounds dirty, but like I feel like you're less approachable. I just notice a difference in the more followers I have or that I see other people get, the people approach them less, and I'm just not about that. I don't like that. I love interacting with my community, and I love talking to you guys. I love hearing from you guys, and I love this, and I just really want to maintain that comfort level, and so like striving for a high follower count has just never been what I'm after. But to acknowledge the fact that 10,000 plus people over on YouTube chose to hit that subscribe button and support me in my community, and over 4,000 people over on Instagram decided to do the same thing, I wanted to give back and show my appreciation and let you guys know that I see you and I appreciate you, and that's it. I just want you to know that I'm here and I'm a real person, and I see your comments, and I might not be able to reply every single time, but if there's ever a question, I always reply. If there's ever a concern, I always answer. Like I'm always available for that type of stuff. So I am a real human person making real things, and I see you. So anyway, we're going to move on from that. I hope that you guys have fun summer plans. It is summer, officially, like in Florida. It's disgusting. I checked the weather at like 10 o'clock this morning, and it was, I think it was like 87 degrees, but when you check like with the humidity and stuff, it felt like 102 degrees at 10 o'clock in the morning. I am never going outside again, ever. My husband is the only one that leaves the house for work right now, and he does all the things for me. So he can continue to do that because it's too hot. So anyway, I'm going to bring it in a little bit closer after I add this little flower. That little sticker is from an actual blueberry box, and I loved the look of it, so I peeled it off the blueberries and put it into my journal. And then here are all the little bits close up. I did manage to get 3 layouts. I didn't put anything on the onion skin because I felt like it was just too thin to support anything. And then I might not need it either, so I just left it in the air. But I had a lot of fun. I hope that you guys have a good weekend and have enjoyed this video, and that you will challenge yourself to make pretty things as well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll catch you later. Bye!